everyone and welcome. I'm Cassandra. Today we are going to use somatic awareness to explore the nervous system's response to fight, as in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So let's go ahead and begin in a comfortable position. You can lie down on your back. You can begin in child's pose or just seated. I'm going to begin lying on my back with the soles of my feet on the earth. Knees come to touch, so your heels are a little bit wider than your toes. Let's just rest our hands on our belly if that feels comfortable. Allowing the muscles of the face and jaw to relax. And we can do that just by breathing awareness into those tight muscles. Noticing if you're holding any tension in the neck and shoulders. Just traveling down to your chest and back. Maybe really allowing the belly to relax and feeling the small of the back touching the ground. And just noticing if you're holding any tension in the hips. So this is a nice grounding posture to begin to help us get into the parasympathetic nervous system. Maybe you want to open your eyes, look around your space, notice if you are safe or if there's any imminent danger. And the likelihood, since you're here practicing right now, is that you are feeling some level of safety. Maybe feeling your belly rise and fall with your hands. Taking a few more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. And if you'd like to stay here, I welcome you to do that. Otherwise, you can begin windshield wipering your legs. Hands can stay on belly or come out to the side. Or just dropping both knees over to the left. Feeling your center, bringing your legs back up and then over to the right. So as we move slowly here, just noticing the engagement in your core, your center, really pulling from that space. Palms can be facing up in a gesture of receiving, or facing down in a gesture of grounding. Just notice what's happening with your breath here. Are you holding your breath? Are you breathing smoothly? Where do you typically tighten in your body? Have those muscles clenched back up? Maybe it is your mouth or your jaw. Just go there and breathe some awareness into those tight muscles. On your next exhale, come back to center. We're going to send our legs out long and just bounce the legs. So we're just kind of getting rid of some excess energy here. So I'm pressing into my heels and lifting gently through my knees, just bouncing up and down. If you feel like you have a lot of energy today, you can come to standing and kind of bounce up and down like you're jogging or dancing. And just notice what's happening with your breath here. We'll be here for a few more seconds, so try to inhale deeply through the nose. And maybe you want to try to exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Big sigh, exhale through the mouth. Last one, big inhale through the nose. Big sigh, let it go. Just take a moment to find stillness. Our inquiry today is going to be centered around the fight response. So maybe while we're lying here for just a moment, you can bring up a fight response that doesn't create a lot of strong emotion in your body. So maybe you can think of an incident in traffic, maybe an argument with someone, or something somebody did to make you angry. If that becomes really intense, just open your eyes, wiggle your fingertips and your toes, take a few deep breaths. And let's just find some movement here. We're going to place the sole of the left foot on the earth, hugging the right knee into your chest. So you might just want to take some rainbows, like you're drawing a rainbow with your right knee. If you want a bit of a deeper stretch, you're going to send your left leg out long. And then you decide, do you want to continue with movement here? Do you want to just hug your knee into your chest and squeeze? Do you want to draw some circles with your toes? Or maybe you want to stretch the inside of the leg. You can use your peace fingers to hold your big toe. Maybe come into a half happy baby and then open it up to the side. And just notice what you want here, not following what I'm asking you to do, but really deeply listening to what your body is craving right now. From here, go ahead and bring the sole of the left foot to the earth. We're going to cross our right ankle over our left thigh. And then just go ahead and lift the left foot up. You can stay here, flexing and pointing your toes. You can reach through and grab behind your left thigh, or go ahead and grab the left shin. Maybe you're going to choose to rock side to side. Or maybe you're going to choose some stillness. Listening to the sound of the breath as you inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Maybe looking around your room and just noticing the safety of your environment. When you're ready, go ahead and send both of your legs out long. Bounce the knees if that feels good. Maybe take some windshield wipers. We're going to move to the other side, hugging the left knee into the chest. Remember, you can place the sole of the right foot on the earth, or you can send your right leg out long, drawing some rainbows with the left knee. Maybe hugging the knee in and pointing and flexing the foot. Maybe drawing circles with the toes. Possibly using your peace fingers to grab the left big toe, taking a half happy baby, and then finding that stretch for the inside of the left leg. And just noticing any tightness. Maybe you feel a tightness in your belly. Some deep breaths into the belly, really feeling it expand and contract. When you're ready, we're going to take that figure 4. So the sole of the right foot comes to the earth, cross the left ankle over the top of the right thigh. Just lift it up or reach through. And just notice how this side of your body feels different than the first side. maybe taking a moment to explore yourself in the fight response. Maybe another image comes up of something that has happened recently, or something that you tend to do, something you tend to respond to, or someone, or a way you tend to respond in the fight response. Sometimes that can look like anger or aggression, but when our nervous system is responding with fight, it's not something that's in our control. We're trying to keep ourselves safe in that moment. And if that memory becomes too intense, go ahead and open your eyes. Place that image that you had in your head on the wall or the ceiling. And take your eyes around the border of that image, tracing the border of the image, and just becoming present to what's going on right now. That image was from the past. Go ahead and release your legs down. We're going to bounce one more time, or windshield wiper. So just bounce the knees, or windshield wiper your legs back and forth. And when you're ready, we're going to come up to a seated position. So just take your time, open your eyes, look around your environment. Notice what's happening right now. And come on up to a comfortable seated position. So maybe you're in a chair, maybe you're on the floor, maybe you're on a couch, whatever feels best to you. All right, so let's go ahead and begin with our left leg in front of our right. So you don't have to be sitting with your legs stacked. You can bring one in towards your pelvis and then one is in front of you. So when we forward bend, it's going to be a bit more comfortable. So let's just go ahead and begin by twisting. So we're going to reach our right hand up, and then we're just going to take our arm across our body, maybe touching the outside of the left thigh. Left hand comes behind your lower back, and we are just twisting the spine. So immediately notice where your breath is at in this posture. Maybe as you inhale, you turn to face the front, reach through the crown of your head, and try to twist your spine, keeping your face in alignment with your chest. Oftentimes we turn to look over our left shoulder, which is okay, if that is okay with your neck. And if not, you're just going to keep your face in alignment with your chest, using your left hand to help you twist more deeply. And then on our next exhale, we're just going to counter the twist. So lift both of your hands up, both hands come over to the right, just a little twist to the right. Inhale back to center, sit up nice and tall, maybe even arching your spine, trying to touch your shoulder blades together. And then exhale, we're just going to walk our hands forward. So this might be enough for you. And you might want to kind of shift your hips and your seat around a little bit so that you can come fully forward. Maybe you are rocking side to side. And just notice where your breath is right now. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose. Relaxing the face, the jaw, the shoulders, the chest, the belly, and the hips. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And if you can relax the belly and breathe deeply. you're ready, on your next exhale, we're just going to very slowly roll back up to seated. And we'll switch our legs and work on the other side. So opposite leg comes in front. And just before we begin, kind of look around your space. Bring your fingertips or your palms to the ground. Feel your energy settle. Maybe look around and see what's in your environment, or listen for the different sounds. Inhaling, lifting the left arm up. Exhaling, twisting to the right. Just shifting a little bit, moving when your body needs to move. Noticing where you want your head and your neck. And are you gripping in muscles you don't need right now? Using our arm muscles to help us rotate. Using some of our core to help us sit upright. Otherwise, we can relax the face. Inhaling, getting taller through the spine. Exhaling, maybe twisting just a little bit more deeply through the middle of the back. And when you're ready, on your exhale, we're just going to come over to the left, counter the twist. Coming back to center. Sitting up nice and tall, finding stillness for just a moment. Or you can roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Maybe tick-tocking your head and your neck, bringing your ears to your shoulders. Maybe dropping the chin to the chest, stretching the back of the neck. Maybe even drawing some circles with the nose here if that feels good. Make sure you go in both directions. And when you're ready, we're going to sit up nice and tall and then forward fold here. Just as much as feels good for your glutes and your hamstrings, just taking your time, slowly coming down, moving side to side, maybe stretching the side body, and finding stillness. Maybe working a little bit with the fight response. Maybe there's something you can remember from childhood, a way that you went into the fight response, maybe with adults or siblings, maybe children at school. Maybe you can see yourself protecting yourself with the fight response because that was the only thing you knew how to do to take care of yourself in that moment. And oftentimes with the fight response, we do respond that way to take care of ourselves. And then afterwards we feel maybe some guilt or shame. Remember, it is your nervous system's way of protecting your body, protecting yourself. Doesn't mean that we don't want to change it or wish we wouldn't have done it. But it does help to put it into perspective, especially as a child, not knowing how else to help yourself. And if that imagery becomes too intense, go ahead and open your eyes, maybe move around a little bit, shake your hands. Breathe deeply in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. more breaths here. Noticing where you feel the anger or the fight or the aggression in your physical body. Sometimes it's in the belly. Sometimes we can feel our muscles tightening, preparing to protect ourselves. Just notice where you feel that tightness in your physical body. And then noticing the emotions that come up in relation to that physical felt sense of protecting the self. When you're ready, go ahead and come all the way back up. Maybe you want to send your legs out long. Bounce your knees a little bit. Maybe lean back in the hands like you're relaxing. Looking up at the stars or the sky on a pretty day. Point and flex the toes. Maybe shake out the hands. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Let's do 2 more like that. Big inhale. Big exhale. Last one. Big inhale. Big exhale. Press the hands down into your lap. We're going to finish class today either in child's pose or again on our back where we began. Legs can be out long. Hands can rest on chest and belly. Might want to take the heels as wide or wider than your mat. You can even bring your arms open nice and wide if you're feeling open and protected. If you're feeling a bit nervous, not ready for this, you can bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Bring the knees in to touch. You can go ahead and hug yourself if you want. Bring your arms, grabbing onto your upper arms, and just hugging your own body. Feeling the parts of your body that are touching the earth. Noticing that sensation, that pressure. And then feeling the parts of your body that are not touching the earth. Maybe you can feel a lightness there or a breeze. Noticing the pressure where you might be touching your own body. Listening to the sounds in your environment. Coming back to the sound of your breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Maybe you want to release your hands, open your arms up. Send your legs out long for Shavasana. And if this doesn't feel safe, you can roll over onto your side and lie in the fetal position. During this moment of rest, I'm going to stay quiet. And if at any time any emotions become too intense, go ahead and blink your eyes open. Take the image that you are seeing in your mind, place it on the ceiling or a wall, tracing the image with your eyes. Maybe the image becomes more blurry or less intense. Take your eyes in both directions all the way around the frame of the image. Every time your mind begins to wander, come back to the sounds in your environment and ultimately to the sound of your breath. Becoming aware of the in-breath becoming aware of the out breath. We'll be here for about 2 more minutes. Alright, my friends, when you're ready, let's go ahead and bring a little bit of gentle movement back into our bodies. You can bring some movement into the fingertips and the toes, maybe pointing and flexing the feet, reaching the arms above your head, shifting the hips left and right, maybe drawing circles with the hands. Maybe bringing the soles of the feet to the earth and windshield wipering the legs a few times. You can stay here or join me on one side in the fetal position. Just go ahead and roll over slowly. And coming up to a comfortable seat whenever you are ready. Just take your time. Maybe bringing the hands together at the heart center in prayer. Noticing the slow and alive sensation of feeling grounded and awake. Maybe you're sleepy as well. And let's finish our practice by taking 3 deep breaths together. Inhaling through the nose. Open mouth, sigh it out. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Big inhale. Big exhale. Bowing your head to your heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I know Alice is excited that I moved my legs so she can lay down here. I hope you enjoyed that somatic inquiry or exploration of the fight response in our nervous systems. If you want to explore this a little bit more, let me know. We can also move on to exploring flight, fawn, and freeze. I hope you enjoy your day.